Hi guys, welcome to my show, The Celeb Files. In this episode, we are going to cover Beyonce. So, did you know Beyonce Knowles is a multi-platinum, Grammy award-winning recording artist who is acclaimed for her thrilling vocals, videos, and live shows. So, who is Beyonce Knowles? Born in Houston, Texas, Beyonce Knowles first captured the public's eye as lead vocalist of the R&B group Destiny's Child. She later established a solo career with her debut album Dangerously in Love, becoming one of music's top-selling artists with sold-out tours and a slew of awards. Knowles has also starred in several films, including Dreamgirls. She married hip-hop recording artist Jay-Z in 2008. In late 13, she surprised audiences by releasing her fifth studio album, self-titled Beyonce, and has twice performed at the Super Bowl. In April 16, she released her sixth studio album, Lemonade, after airing of an HBO special. Early life. Singer and actress Beyonce Giselle Knowles was born on September 4, 1981, in Houston, Texas. She started singing at an early age, competing in local talent shows and winning many of these events by impressing audiences with her singing and dancing abilities. Disney's Child. Teaming up with her cousin, Kelly Rowland, and her two classmates, Beyonce formed an all-female singing group. Her father, Matthew Knowles, served as the band's manager. The group went through some name and lineup changes before landing a record deal in 1997 with Columbia Records. Destiny's Child soon became one of the most popular R&B acts with the release of their first self-titled album. Gaining momentum, the group scored its first number one single on the pop charts with Bells, Bells, Bells of their second album. The recording also featured another smash hit, Say My Name. While enjoying her group success, Beyonce began exploring other projects. She made her acting debut in 2001 with a starring role in MTV's Carmen, a hip-hop era. She then co-starred with Mike Mears in the Austin Powers spy parody Gold Member of the following year. Solo career. On the musical front, Beyonce took center stage as a solo artist, releasing her first album, Dangerously in Love, in 2003. The recording became a huge success for her both commercially and critically. It sold millions of copies and won 5 Grammy Awards. On the album, Beyonce worked with a number of different artists, including Missy Elliott, Sean Paul, and Jay-Z. She was rumored to be dating Jay-Z around this time, but the couple did not publicly acknowledge their relationship. Destiny's Child released their last studio album, Destiny Fulfilled, in 2004 and officially broke up the following year. On her own, Beyonce continued to enjoy great success. Her second studio album, 2006 Birthday, featured hits as Irreplaceable and Deja Vu. On the big screen, she starred opposite Jennifer Hudson, Jamie Foxx, and Eddie Murphy in Dreamgirls. This film was adapted from the hit Broadway musical of the same name. Beyonce and Jay-Z. In 2008, Beyonce married rapper and music mogul Jay-Z in a small private ceremony in New York City. Among the guests cited at the wedding were Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles, her father and manager Matthew, her sister Solange, Destiny's Child members Kelly Rowland and Michelle Williams, and friend Gwyneth Paltrow. The newlywed continued to work as hard as ever, promoting her latest effort, RM, Sasha Fierce 2008. Beyonce scored two big hits of the album, Single Ladies, Put a Ring on It, and If I Were a Boy. She also returned to the big screen that year, starring as R&B legend Etta James in Cadillac Records. The following January, Beyonce sang James's trademark song At Last for President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama at his inaugural ball. In addition to acting and performing, Beyonce ran a clothing line called House of Derion with her mother. She also launched her own fragrance, Heat, in 2010. Throughout her career, Beyonce has served as a spokesperson and model for several other brands, including L'Oreal and Tommy Hilfiger. Beyonce found herself under fire after performing a private concert for Libyan leader Muammar el-Gaddafi on New Year's Eve in 2010. She later donated her fee from the event to help victims of Haitian earthquake. According to some reports, Beyonce said that her father had been responsible for arranging the Libyan concert. She decided to drop her father as a manager into March 11. Later that year, Beyonce reached the top of the album charts with her latest solo release, 4. In January 13, Beyonce generated some negative headlines for her performance at President Obama's second inauguration in Washington, D.C., where she was criticized for reportedly pre-recording a version of the Star Spangled Banner and lip-syncing to her own track during the outdoor ceremony. Despite wide media coverage, in the days following the incident, Beyonce did not publicly address the controversy. Not long after, prior to her appearance at Super Bowl XL7, Beyonce performed the song live at a press conference. She explained to reporters that she had used a backing track at the inauguration, adding that she would absolutely be singing live at the NFL's biggest event of the year, according to the Huffington Post. Indeed, Beyonce more than redeemed herself in the public eye at the Super Bowl of February 13. During the event's halftime show, she took the stage and wowed the crowd, joined by her former Disney Child bandmates Roland and Williams for parts of her performance. Beyonce also announced that her next major tour would start in spring of 13. Awards, accolades, and surprise album. At the 2010 Grammy Awards, Beyonce walked away with 6 honors, the most wins in a single night by a female artist. Her record was matched 2 years later by pop soul artist Adele. In 2010, she also tied the record for the most number of hits on Billboard's Pop Songs chart, which is based on radio airplay. In 2011, she made the Forbes Top 10 list of entertainment's highest earning women. By 2013, Beyonce had won 16 Grammys. Beyonce broke records once again on December 13, 2013, with her fifth studio album, self-titled Beyonce. The album surprised fans and critics alike, as no promotion for the album had been announced prior to its release. The record, which Beyonce called a visual album, was released exclusively on iTunes, with physical discs available for purchase after December 18. The record-breaking album sold more than 800,000 copies throughout the weekend it was released alone. The collection, which was the fastest selling album ever distributed by iTunes, also marked Beyonce's fifth studio album to debut at number 1, making her the first woman to reach number 1 on the Billboard 200 with her first 5 albums. She released the platinum edition of the album in 2014, and the following year won 3 additional Grammys, including a Best R&B Performance Award for Drunken Love. Second Super Bowl and Lemonade. In February 16, Beyonce returned to the Super Bowl stage, once again earning praise for her performance. This time around, she appeared with Bruno Mars and Chris Martin of the band Coldplay, highlighting her new single Formation and subsequently announcing a world tour. The tune, its video, and accompanying halftime show also garnered a wave of attention for politicized lyrics and imagery touching on everything from Black Power to Hurricane Katrina. Just 2 months later, HBO aired an hour-long Beyonce conceptual film, Lemonade, which presented tracks from the album of the same name released immediately afterward. The cable special showcased the singer reeling from the romantic and sexual betrayal of her partner while acknowledging the strength found in communities of African American women. Tenor star Serena Williams and young actress Coen Zane Wallace also made appearances at the New Orleans-based project, which was helmed by a variety of directors and featured poetry from Warwickshire. Lemonade, the album was only initially available via Tidal, the online streaming service backed by Beyonce's spouse, Jay-Z, and then eventually became available on iTunes and Amazon with its accompanying film. Musical contributors to the project, which quickly garnered acclaim, included Jack White, The Weeknd, James Blake, and Kendrick Lamar. Lemonade debuted at number 1, making Beyonce the only artist in history to have all of her first six studio albums reach the top of Billboard's albums chart. In February 17, a pregnant Beyonce delivered a surprise performance at the Grammys, singing songs from Lemonade amid a swirling spectacle of lights, holograms, and backup dancers. Although she lost the coveted Album of the Year Grammy to Adele, she did take home 2 awards for Best Urban Contemporary Album and Best Music Video. Known as Queen Bey, the famed singer ready to take on the role of a different queen from the November 17 announcement that she was headlining a remake of Disney's The Lion King. Scheduled for a 2019 release, the live-action reboot of the 1994 animated hit would feature Beyonce as Nala, the budding love interest of the titular character, to be played by Donald Glover. Shortly afterward, it was revealed that Queen Bey was also reigned as the highest earning female musician of the year. According to Forbes, Beyonce snagged $105 million in pre-tax income June 16 through June 17, a number that easily outpaced the earnings of fellow divas Adele $69 million and Taylor Swift $44 million. Forbes attributed the windfall to the success of Lemonade and the singer's Formation World Tour, which crossed approximately $250 million. 2018 tour and Coachella. In March 18, reports surfaced that Beyonce was working on new music and preparing to hit the road with Jay-Z. Following a false alarm in which two announcements appeared and quickly disappeared from her Facebook page, the power couple officially announced that on the Run 2 tour would kick off in Cardiff, Wales on June 6. 1 year after she cancelled a planned appearance at Coachella because of her pregnancy, Beyonce took the stage for an eagerly anticipated performance at the April 18 Music Festival. The first black woman to headline the event, Beyonce wowed attendees and critics alike with her top-shelf singing and choreography, delivering favorites like Crazy in Love and a rendition of the civil rights anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing. She was also joined during the 2 hour set by hubby Jay-Z, Sister Solange, and her old Destiny's Child cohorts, Roland and Williams. 1 week later, Beyonce delivered another highly acclaimed show at the festival. While the 27-song set and guest list remained nearly identical, the headliner shook things up with her costume changes, coming across as looser and more off the cuff, according to Rolling Stone. Beyonce children. Following years of pregnancy rumors, Beyonce and Jay-Z went public with the news of their impending new arrival in 11. The mom to be showing off her growing baby bump at the MTV Video Music Awards that August. Beyonce and Jay-Z welcomed a baby daughter, Blue Ivy Carter, on January 7, 2012. The couple spared no expense to maintain their privacy during the special time, renting out a floor on New York's Lenox Health Hospital. In February 17, Beyonce announced on Instagram that she and Jay-Z were expecting twins. Later, the iconic shot was revealed to be the year's most liked Instagram post, with 11.1 million fans offering their approval. They welcomed twins, a boy and a girl, in June 2017. Although the couple didn't immediately confirm the twins' birth or their names, People magazine reported that they had filed trademark documents at the United States Patent and Trademark Office for the names Sir and Rumi. In the early morning hours of July 14, Beyonce made it official, posting a photo in which she is holding her 1 month old twins.